What's up YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys so much for coming back to Central North Carolina for another quick lawn care video here on this hopefully gorgeous Wednesday. It is a little chilly this morning. We're in the upper 40s, but beautiful weather, spring weather on the horizon, looking awesome. Before we jump into it, let me just show you my lawn, guys. That Stay Green fertilizer we've applied is looking absolutely stellar back here. We don't have any type of POA triv or POA annua issues back here. It's still growing in. Some of it is a little taller than the rest, and as we mow, it's catching up with itself. But man, it is just gorgeous this time of year. This is the time of year, you know, obviously we're fertilizing, we're getting it dark green. It's looking awesome. It is looking great. Besides the gumballs down there, besides the ugly dirt down there by my shed, it's looking just amazing back here. I just wanted to show that to you. It's looking great. So thank you for tuning in. We're talking about Velocity PM. Before we jump into that topic, I did want to mention I'm doing the YouTube hangout with 3 other YouTubers on Tuesday, April the 8th. I'll have a link to that below now. I was sent that link. It'll be in the description below, where if you want to click on it, say remind me. I would love to have a lot of people from Mr. Ferguson's channel over there to support me. We're just going to answer topics, hang out, lawn, life, other things, take questions from the chat, just hang out. You can sit back on the couch, relax, and listen. I hope you'll join. And also give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Make sure you're subscribed. We're going to be doing some new things here in the next couple weeks, which is what we're going to jump into right now today with Velocity PM. So Velocity PM, you guys have sounded off in the comments, and this video is happening, and this whole process is happening because of you. I told you guys in the last video I've been nervous about this guy. If you don't know what Velocity PM is, it is a very unique, very new herbicide. It says Group 2 herbicide on the front, called Velocity PM. This small pint bottle, this very small bottle, is, I believe it's a pint, might even be less than that, $533.50. On domyown.com, which I'm an affiliate with, it's even more. I bought this from Heritage. I'm not associated with Heritage. I don't own anything. I'll put the link below if you're interested. I don't make anything off Heritage or anything like that, but a lot of people are trying to get together with their neighbors and split this bottle because it doesn't take a ton of product to apply to their yard, but there is multiple applications that need to be done with this herbicide. So, but it is very, very expensive. I had a little bit of money that I put towards this from the YouTube budget. I put towards buying this. I never thought I would buy it, but I've had a POA trivialis outbreak the past several years, and it's something that I can try. I've tried hand pulling POA triv, and it always seems to come back because we miss some of it. It blends in pretty good with the fescue. I've tried using Roundup or the green shoots. I put that on top. It kills it, but sometimes it doesn't kill all of it. It comes back, or it takes forever to kill off. I've tried digging it up, you know, but this is super unique because it's a product that will select a cool season POA trivialis, a cool season POA annua out of a tall fescue lawn, which is also cool season, right? That's incredible. That's been the problem in the past. When I first got into this lawn care channel, you guys know it was all about POA annua. I had the True Greens guy come to my house and say, sir, you have a POA annua problem. It's going to be tough for you to eliminate that because you're wanting tall fescue. You've got some decent tall fescue, but you got about half or more of POA annua, and you got a cool season grass and a cool season weed, and there's nothing on the market we can just spray to get rid of the, how's it going to target a cool season weed out of a cool season lawn? The technology did not exist back when I started this YouTube channel. Now it does, and that's why this was a big thing on YouTube. Some YouTubers have already used it. I think Ollie Poole, he was the first to grab it. He's interviewed New Farm, who has manufactured or created this, if you will, and I've learned a little bit previously, but I told you guys the last video, I want to educate myself thoroughly before I do anything with this in my lawn. Velocity Fusilier 2, it rids Bermuda out of fescue, right? We've torched some grass with that stuff. All the other products we've tried that sometimes if we don't do it exactly right, you can mess up. So I told you guys I'm not doing jack diddly with this until I feel very confident. Well, I had another conversation with Grok 3 AI off X. I'm not going to replace this with the label. It is very important to read the label, but we know the power of AI. I believe this is something that is going to replace so many different experts, if you will, in the field that man, I wish I could have that guy come to my house and tell me what I need to do with my lawn. Those days are coming to an end where you don't need those experts, and I believe it scares some of the experts, some of the people that went to school for 5 years. Of course, their experience will always be listened to and always be useful, but when we're talking about AI perfecting itself in the future and sometimes being wielded for good or evil, we have our personal lawn care coach right here on our phones or on our computers, and I'm going to take advantage of that. I don't know about you guys, but I wrote down my conversation. So I wanted to ask AI about Velocity PM. I want to get more confidence before I put anything into my lawn. So I asked it, I said, hey, I bought Velocity PM. I have a few spots of Poa Triv in my yard. You know, when can I apply this? First of all, when is the recommended time to apply it? Pretending I know nothing, which I know very little on it, but pretending I know nothing, it came back with, you want to apply Velocity PM when air temperatures, not soil temperatures, air temperatures are between 70 degrees and 90 degrees. If you do it over 90 degrees, you risk injuring your tall fescue. If you do it below 70 degrees, you risk the product not being uptaken by the plant in the most effective way. The temperature range need to be 70 to 90. So that's the first thing it told me. And then it gave me those specifics, and then it said you want to do 2 to 3 apps apart, 14 to 21 days, so 2 to 3 weeks apart. We would do the second and third app. It recommends 3 apps. Now, I don't have a ton of Poa Triv. As I showed you guys, I don't have any that I know of in my backyard, so this is just a front yard thing that I'm going to be working on. And I've got little spots, which is rare, right in front of my door. Normally it's off to the right side of my lawn when you're coming out my front door, but now it's in the front. I don't know how I got there, but it's there. So anyways, that's what we're targeting. So I asked it, so it recommended, it said, based on what it says, if you give me your location, I'll know your climate, I'll know your weather, and I can base when the best time for you to apply these. I was like, well, I'm in the Raleigh area. Well, AI immediately spit back the recommended times to apply Velocity PM in your tall fescue lawn. The first app you would consider doing in late April. The second app you would consider doing in mid-May. And the third app you would consider in late May to early June. And it said, if you want to give me weather that's going on right now, depending on your weather now, you may be able to start this sooner. So I asked it, I gave it the 7-day forecast, and it said, well, based on your 7-day forecast, you can start on March 28th because temperatures will be in the ideal range. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start it this Friday, March 28th, and I'm going to apply my first application then. So then I got into, well, how much Velocity PM do I need to use? And it said the base rate application is 0.5 ounces per 1,000 square feet. And I said, okay, well, I think I'll only do a section of my front yard. So I said, Grok, I'm only going to do 1,500 square feet. I won't do the whole 2,300 square feet of my front yard. I think I'll just do one section. And it said, easy. Then you're going to want 0.75 ounces of Velocity PM in your 4-gallon backpack sprayer. And then I said, okay, is it better for me to spot spray or is it better for me to blanket spray? And it came back, best to blanket spray the front lawn. It's a uniform look, whether you do it right or whether you do it incorrectly, at least it's going to be uniform. And then it will kill and take care of all that Poa Triv. Some may be hiding that is just now coming about. The Poa annua, the Poa Triv, both get targeted with this product. It's going to take it all out at one time. I said, you're right. I said, so I'm going to do all 2,300 square foot of my lawn. I'll just do, because we need to do this together. So we'll do, my front lawn is going to be the test ground. I'll just do all 2,300 square feet. How much do I need then? You're going to want to use 1.15 ounces of Velocity PM and 4 gallons of water. And I said, well, 4 gallons of water, I was like, I don't know if I need that much water. It said, you can, I said, would the water amount, what if I want to do 2 gallons of water? How much product would it need? You would still use 1.15 ounces of Velocity PM. The water is just the delivering mechanism to get the product on, and it's educating me, guys. That's the purpose of this. Mr. Ferguson, you're an idiot. You don't know that. I'm asking it all these questions, and it was basically saying it doesn't matter how much water. You can do 4 gallons as long as you spread it evenly among the 2,300 square feet. You can do 2 gallons of water. The product amount of Velocity is going to stay at 1.15 for my entire front lawn. So it was teaching me all of this, and I'm shortening the conversation. I actually emailed the conversation to myself because it's just fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Then we got into, it told me it recommended based off the weather, my first application this Friday. And then I got into, well, what are the effects that's going to happen to my tall fescue? And it said the grass should be unchanged. Only the poa annua, only the poa triv should be affected. If you do it in the right temperature with the right amount of product and you apply it evenly and you don't overlap, and it talked about overlap, you can, if you double up or set in one spot too long, you know, then obviously you can damage the tall fescue. But otherwise, the tall fescue should be unchanged. It should remain healthy. Make sure you're not in a drought. Make sure the grass is not needing water. But if you're in good, healthy conditions, it should be just fine to ingest this herbicide. No change to the tall fescue. We're going to see yellowing. We're going to see the dying of the poa annua and of the poa triv. And it said it may stunt the growth of your tall fescue. So that's why I'm going to do the entire front yard. I don't want to have half mowing a quarter of my front lawn and the rest of it is the growth was stunt and AI got it wrong, you know, and all that good stuff. So the last thing it told me was, I said, well, what about a surfactant? Do I need to add? Most herbicides, you know, we add surfactant. Some have it in it. What about Velocity PM? Yes, you need to add a surfactant, Velocity PM, to keep it the most effective it can be to kill the poa trivialis, poa annua in your front lawn, in your tall fescue. And it got real specific. It knew this conversation. It's like talking to it's like talking to your own personal lawn care assistant. I'm telling you guys, this is amazing. And so I feel so much more confident in using this now in my front lawn. Where I was thinking about spot spraying, I thought, you know what, that's not a good idea if I hold down too long. We've done that with Fusilier 2. We spot sprayed and we burned some of the grass because we were too concentrated. It's going to be better to blanket spray this in the whole entire front lawn, see the effects it has on tall fescue as a new product, see the effects it's going to have on poa trivialis or poa annua. It should kill both. It is absolutely amazing. So we're combining technology with a new product, and we're going to see what happens. This is an adventure I've not been on yet. And obviously, as I said previously, this does not replace reading the label of the herbicide. Please don't think I'm such an idiot that you think AI is going to walk to my house and say, oh, I was wrong about that. Your grass is now torched. Let me pay you $1,000 to fix it. No, it's not. It will be on me. So you want to always read the label, regardless of what the internet says, regardless of what your buddy says, regardless of what any YouTuber says for free on the internet. We want to read the label and make sure we're not missing anything, especially if you got Kentucky bluegrass. Kentucky bluegrass, if there's any in my lawn, this is likely going to injure it because Kentucky bluegrass, obviously it's a laterally spreading grass, right? It spreads. It has the same capabilities as poa trivialis. That's what this product targets. Tall fescues. Now I asked it about laterally spreading fescue and it said the fescue should be okay, the laterally spreading fescue should be fine, being that it is tall fescue. So I don't know specifically in the product what it targets to know what plant is what, but it is incredible the times that we're living in. That's the plan. So in the comments below, give me a thumbs up if you like these type of videos, if you're interested. The second thing I want to hear you guys sound off on is in the comments, would you guys rather me mix this and spread it in a video, or mix it and spread it, wait 2 weeks and show you the results all in one video so you can see it all at once? I'll see kind of what the majority says in the comments below. My thoughts are originally, let's do this together. Let's the next video we do on Friday when I film it is to mix it, spray it. We'll come back, we'll do a separate video of the results. That's typically how I do it. I don't like to hold videos, it gets kind of weird in my phone. But anyways, if you would like to see the spray and the results, we can do that. Let me know what your thoughts are on that below and we'll see. Majority will rule, right? Remember the YouTube Hangout on Tuesday, April 8th with the lawn review, the lawn mechanic, the DIY lawn coach, and myself. I want you guys to hang out if you will. Check out channel memberships, use the description down below for any links in the description below. But thank you guys for checking out this quick Wednesday video. God bless you. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time from Central North Carolina. God bless.